Fog. Hey, how you doing? This beautiful fine morning finds us in Claycomo, Missouri, home of the Claycomo Ford plant. And we're here because of a looming possible strike between the United Auto Workers and the big three automakers, Ford, General Motors, and well, it's Chrysler, but it goes by another name, Stellantis or something like that, which kind of reminds me of like when railroads were changing their names into something that seemed like they were ashamed to be railroads, you know, like CSX or, you know, something generic that doesn't. So what is it Stellantis? I guess. I don't know. What does it mean? Doesn't mean anything. It means they don't identify as a car company, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, we were live in the parking lot of the United Auto Workers Union Hall, which at the time we were live, there wasn't hardly anybody around. And it's interesting. The automobile unions in America, they have a rule for, you know, the big three companies that, here's the Ford plant right here. But they have this rule that if you are if you're driving a what they consider to be a foreign car, which is there's the Union Hall right there. But that's a very hard definition these days, because a lot of foreign cars, quote unquote, are all completely assembled, made, even designed in America by Americans. And a lot of American cars source their parts from overseas, and quite often their cars are assembled overseas or in another country like Canada or Mexico. But anyway, neither here nor there. But anyway, there's a looming strike happening, and we'll see if they go through with it or if they come to an agreement. It's I guess the deadline is Friday, and yeah, Claycomo is kind of an interesting town. That's just the Ford plant, and then when you cross under we're 435. When you cross under 435 here, essentially it's like a strip road to the heart of town. I don't think Claycomo really has a downtown. And well, there's over that way is the Retail Rebel. You know, you got to sit through all these lights, and I've already kvetched about the Kansas City area lights. They're designed just to stop you. They're not here for regulating traffic. But yeah, Claycomo is essentially this strip road. There's some interesting old stuff on the side of the highway, you know, in here I'd like to explore. But for the most part, it's kind of of the automobile era. It's not a very pedestrian-friendly road through here. I don't even see sidewalks on the sides. And there's no crosswalks. It's definitely, you take your life in your hands to cross. There's a diner here. It's all pink. Giant tenderloin sandwich. Oh boy. I mean, there's neighborhoods to the north and neighborhoods to the south, but this strip road, there's our first crossing right there. It's an overpass pedestrian crossing. And well, that's not a road track though. Now we're in Kansas City. So anyway, as usual, got to put my TVU in my van up and go home. It has been a crappy morning, so F it. I'm going to have some coffee. The art. Man, this place is busy. Look at the line. Boy, that mocha gave me a second wind. I hope it doesn't give me another kind of second wind. Hey. Or, well, let me tell you, for about $8 I got this bag, which I don't know what it's intended for, but I'll purpose it for like a throw bag for in the car. You just put it here and throw loose things in it, and it's kind of helps keep organized. A poo pillow. I think this might work for sleeping. It's about the right shape. That's hilarious. And a broom with a dustpan, because you know the witch's brooms just aren't cutting it. And I'll sneak that in the house, see if anybody notices, because the head witch doesn't like me buying brooms for whatever reason.